In those days, there was no king in Israel. That line appears 4 times in 5 chapters. It is not a political observation, it is a diagnosis. When there is no authority above the self becomes the only authority. And this is what that looks like. Day 67, everyone did what was right. Judges 17:21. The judges are done. The cycle is finished. What remains are 2 stories tucked at the end of the book, like an appendix. Stories without a deliverer, without a cry to God, without a resolution that restores anything. They are placed here deliberately. After Samson, after the spiral has run its full course, to show the reader what Israel has become. Not under foreign oppression, not crying out from slavery, just this. On their own, left to themselves. This is what they chose. A man named Micah from the hill country of Ephraim steals 1,100 shekels of silver from his mother. He hears her cursing the thief, not knowing it is him, and confesses. She blesses him. He returns the silver. She takes part of the silver and turns it into an idol. Micah builds a shrine, installs a priest, and says, "Now I know the Lord will be good to me." She sets it up in her house. Micah has a shrine. He makes an ephod and some household gods. He installs one of his sons as his priest. "Now I know that the Lord will be good to me, since this Levite has become my priest." He has a Levite now, a young man wandering from Bethlehem who agrees to live with him and be his personal priest for 10 shekels of silver a year, his clothes, and his food. Micah is delighted. The tribe of Dan is looking for territory. 5 warriors from Dan pass through the hill country of Ephraim. They stop at Micah's house. They recognize the Levite's voice. They ask him, "Who brought you here? What are you doing? Is your journey going to be successful?" The Levite says, "Ask God, and he will know." They ask. The Levite assures them, "Your journey has the Lord's approval." 600 Danite warriors march north. They stop at Micah's house. The 5 scouts tell them, "Do you know that one of these houses has an ephod, some household gods, and an image cast in metal? Now you know what to do." They go in. They take the carved image, the ephod, the household gods, the image cast in metal. The Levite watches. "What are you doing?" "Be quiet. Come with us and be our father and priest. Isn't it better to serve a tribe and clan in Israel as priest rather than just one man's household?" The Levite's heart is glad. He takes the ephod and the household gods and goes with them. When Micah and his neighbors chase after them and catch up, the Danites turn around. "What's the matter with you that you called out your men to fight? You took the gods I made and my priest and went away. What else do I have? How can you ask, 'What's the matter with you?' Don't argue with us or some hot-tempered men will attack you and your family will lose their lives." Micah turns around. He goes home. He sees that they are too strong for him. He has lost everything. The idol he commissioned, the priest he hired, the shrine he built. The Danites set up the idol at Dan. Jonathan, son of Gershom, son of Moses, a grandson of Moses, serves as their priest. He and his sons serve as priests for the tribe of Dan until the land goes into captivity. A grandson of Moses, serving a stolen idol. The spiral has reached the family of the man who carried the covenant down from Sinai. A Levite living in the hill country of Ephraim takes a concubine from Bethlehem in Judah. She is unfaithful to him and goes back to her father's house in Bethlehem. She is there 4 months. The Levite goes after her to speak tenderly to her and bring her back. Her father sees him and is glad to meet him. He stays 4 days, then 5. Then the father presses him to stay again. On the 5th day they leave in the afternoon. Too late. They cannot reach Jerusalem before dark. The servant suggests stopping there. The Levite refuses. "We won't stop in a city of foreigners who are not Israelite. We will go on to Gibeah." They reach Gibeah in Benjamin at sunset. They sit in the city square. No one takes them in for the night. Finally, an old man coming in from his fields, himself from Ephraim, a foreigner in Gibeah, sees them. He takes them in, feeds them, cares for their donkeys. While they are enjoying themselves, wicked men of the city surround the house. They pound on the door. "Bring out the man who came to your house so we can have sex with him." The old man goes out. He pleads with them. "Don't do this wicked thing. Here is my virgin daughter and his concubine. I will bring them out. Do to them what you wish. But to this man do not do such a disgraceful thing." They will not listen. The Levite takes his concubine and sends her outside to them. They rape her and abuse her throughout the night. At dawn they let her go. She falls at the door of the old man's house, her hands on the threshold. She lies there until daylight. The Levite gets up in the morning and opens the door to leave. She is lying there, hands on the threshold. "Get up," he says. "Let's go." No answer. He puts her on his donkey and sets out for home. When he reaches home, he takes a knife and cuts his concubine into 12 pieces and sends them throughout Israel. Everyone who sees it says, "Such a thing has never been seen or done before, not since the day the Israelites came up out of Egypt." Think about it. Consider it. Tell us what to do. This story is not here to be explained. It is not here to be resolved. It is here to be witnessed, to show the reader what a nation looks like when it has spent generations doing what is right in its own eyes. This is Sodom, inside Israel, in the territory of Benjamin, done by Israelites to an Israelite woman. The covenant people have become what they were supposed to replace. All Israel assembles, 400,000 fighting men, united. For one of the last times in Judges, around a shared outrage, they demand, "Give up the wicked men of Gibeah so we can put them to death." Benjamin refuses. They protect the men of Gibeah instead of surrendering them. 26,000 Benjaminite warriors plus 700 chosen men from Gibeah. Left-handed men, every one of them, each able to sling a stone at a hair and not miss. Israel asks God, who should go up first to fight Benjamin? Judah goes first. Benjamin strikes down 22,000 Israelites. Israel weeps before God until evening. They ask again, "Shall we go up again?" Yes, they go up again. Benjamin strikes down another 18,000, 40,000 dead. Israelites killed by Israelites. Israel weeps before God. They fast, they bring offerings. They ask, "Shall we go up again or stop?" "Go. Tomorrow I will give them into your hands." Israel sets an ambush around Gibeah. They draw the Benjaminites out. The ambush rushes in. The city burns. Benjamin turns to see the smoke rising from the city and finds themselves surrounded. 25,000 Benjaminite warriors fall that day. 600 escape to the rock of Rimmon. They stay there 4 months. Israel destroys every town in Benjamin, every person, every animal, every town put to the torch. Then Israel weeps again. One tribe is nearly gone from Israel. One of Jacob's 12 sons reduced to 600 men hiding on a rock. They had sworn at Mizpah, "None of us will give our daughters in marriage to Benjamin." The tribe needs women to survive, but Israel has sworn not to provide them. They find a loophole. Jabesh-Gilead did not send men to the assembly at Mizpah. They kill every man and married woman of Jabesh-Gilead and bring 400 young women to the 600 survivors. Not enough. They tell the remaining 200 Benjaminites, "Go hide in the vineyards of Shiloh. When the young women come out to dance at the festival, grab one and take her for your wife." And so the tribe of Benjamin survives, by ambush, by abduction, by a nation that swore an oath and then spent 3 chapters finding ways around it. In those days, there was no king in Israel. Everyone did what was right in their own eyes. That is the last line of the book. No resolution, just the diagnosis, stated twice, bracketing the entire appendix like quotation marks around a warning. This is what happens when every person becomes their own highest authority, when the self answers only to itself, when the covenant is known but not kept, heard but not obeyed, carried but not lived. The book of Judges ends without hope. But the next book begins in the same era, in the days when the judges ruled, and tells a completely different kind of story. A story about loyalty, kindness, a foreign woman who sounds exactly like Rahab, and a God who was working quietly in the darkness the whole time. Tomorrow, Saturday. A modern Samson, an NFL quarterback with every gift God could give a man, and one door he keeps walking through that is costing him everything he was made to be. See you then.